Hey guys, welcome to this week of Culture and Chaos. We have so much fun stuff to talk about. The Met Gala was last night, and girl, do I have a lot to fucking say. Let's begin this radio show. Welcome to Culture and Chaos, where we unpack all of the tea of the week. And I'm sorry, is it a coincidence that the Met Gala was the night before the radio show today? Was it a coincidence? Because I have a whole list of tea to talk about written down, and I might as well tear it up because the Met Gala gave us so much stuff to talk about. Really, what's the point? I am so excited. I have a ton of controversial opinions that I'm even too scared to post on TikTok about the Met Gala. I am excited and nervous to get into it, hear everybody's thoughts. We are starting off with One Direction because the very first viewer who joined today, I think her name is Valeria, she requested as such, this is No Control. That was No Control by One Direction. Now, I just have to come out there and say it. Ticketmaster needs to literally be burnt to the ground, okay? Because why did I see, and this is real, this is validated, this is a real screenshot, okay, I checked, that the second night of Beyonce's stadium tour that she is currently on, the stadium was literally, I wouldn't say empty, I'm not gonna say that it was empty, but there was an entire side of the stadium that almost every single seat was available. There was an entire section that almost every single seat was available. And I'm sorry, but is there really no way for artists to get around this pricing? Because it is insane, and I think Lady Gaga's performance, which that's a whole nother thing, but let me get into it quickly. Lady Gaga did a free concert in Brazil and 2 million people showed up. And I think that is a perfect example of an artist has way more fans, but a concert is just so inaccessible these days. Going to a concert has literally become a privilege, while back in the day, concerts were like so dirt cheap. I even remember when I was in middle school, I did not pay a lot for concert tickets. I used to love going to concerts in middle school. I even went and saw Troye Sivan, and I genuinely think I paid what, like 20, 40 for front row. And by the way, he was an it girl at the time, okay? I feel like every it girl has a comeback, and yes, Troye Sivan was big in like what, 2012. Beyonce's stadium had a ton of empty seats, which is so sad because I would have died to go, but I'm not gonna pay that price. So I just wish that there was somebody standing up for the listeners of music these days, because it just feels like concerts are more and more inaccessible, and it is so sad that not everybody could go see Beyonce just because the tickets were so expensive. The stadium was freaking empty. Next up, we are going to play Diva by Beyonce, and then we are going to finally get into the Met Gala tea. So last night was the Met Gala, and I am going to start off with a bang when I said I have controversial things to talk about, because I saw an interview that I was not very happy with whatsoever. Basically, these two girls, they are very, very famous and gorgeous, and I cannot remember their names, but one of them did win like best dressed, and she wore a satin do-rag, and she was one of the first people to walk the carpet. I don't know why I am blanking on their names. Basically, these two girls were the hosts for the Vogue mics, and in their interview with Shah Rukh Khan and Sabyasachi, they did not know who they were and also disrespected them. And I'm sorry, that's not okay. And I'm even scared to make a video about it, because I'm not hating on the girls, but I'm hating on the fact that they were uneducated. They were completely uninformed about who Shah Rukh Khan was and who Sabyasachi was, and I just hated it, because I feel like in a world where Indians are already, and South Asian people are already getting so disrespected, now you have the biggest designer and the biggest Bollywood star arguably in the world, and we are talking to them on the Vogue red carpet like they are nobodies. And I'm sorry, that's not okay, because you would not talk like that to Bad Bunny. You know, you would not talk like that to Pharrell Williams. but you're gonna talk like that to Shah Rukh Khan and Sabyasachi. And what made me even more upset is that these two girls that were doing the interview, again, I'm not hating on them, but I'm hating on the fact that they were so uninformed. I don't think that people that are uninformed in different cultures and stuff should be hosting interviews like this, because what do you mean you pointed at Sabyasachi and said, and you're the designer? Are you kidding me? Like, this man is a world-renowned designer. Like, at the White House, at the Ambani wedding type of man. And you are looking at him, pointing at him and said, and you're the designer? That did not make me happy. Next up, we are listening to Blood on the Hospital Floor by the Wombats. That was Blood on the Hospital Floor by the Wombats. Next up, let's talk about another thing I disagree that the Met Gala did. And here's the thing, my dream, like, don't get it twisted, okay? Because my dream is to host the carpet at the Met Gala, but I will always have critiques. I will always be fair-minded in those critiques, though. You know, I know that there's mistakes. I know that there's overlooks, but this one is not okay. This one, I am always even scared that it was intentional. But basically, Wisdom Kane was not invited to the Met Gala. Excuse me. Meanwhile, his everyday fashion is a huge sentiment to the theme of the Met Gala. Mind you, I've literally seen James Charles on the Met Gala carpet, especially because he works with a plethora of designer brands. So the fact that none of them had even asked him to come and invited him as an attendance, it kind of shows that to a lot of these brands, this theme is still very performative, which we're not surprised, but you know, it just shows that really nobody had that thought, which is really disheartening, because instead of, you know, maybe inviting a man that genuinely embodies the theme, not inviting him, disgusting. So yeah, I am not a stan for that part. I think that was a huge oversight, or was it intentional? I don't know, but I definitely think that there's no way he did not get in people's minds about it. So I just think that there might be more layers. I don't know, I don't like it at all. He deserved to be at the Met Gala. I'm glad more people are talking about it. Next up, we're listening to London by Lily Allen. I know a lot of people are saying that Pete Davidson, I know you're like, come on, this is supposed to be about the Met Gala. Give me a break, okay? We have a lot of things to discuss today. A lot of people are saying he is going on a PR tour for his tattoo removal, which I actually think so too. I think that's really funny because everybody knew him as like this guy with tattoos, kind of raunchy, kind of whatever, and now he's literally on a PR tour talking about a clean boy aesthetic. But I know everybody was making fun of him kind of about this, and I did want to say he made a statement that kind of, I guess, touched my heart in a not cringy way, because he basically said that when he gained fame, this huge look that everybody loved so much about him, or not loved, and it was just a big aspect of his fame. He would make jokes about himself that, you know, he looked like a druggie or whatever, but he came out and said yes, he was actually a druggie and he always felt so ugly, and so that's why he kind of wants to rebrand, because seeing pictures of himself from back then only make him sad. I can understand like seeing a past version of yourself, whether it's like the mental or the physical you were in, kind of having that want to be in your past and want to be a new version of yourself. So I love that he actually made that statement, because a lot of people were running with a lot of different theories about his body transformation with the tattoos and all. I'm here for it. Next up, we have Basic Being Basic. That was Basic Being Basic by DJ-O. If you didn't know, that is the band with Steve from Stranger Things. I know he's really famous for that Chicago song, but I really like this song as well from their band. And kind of to throw y'all off, because I know everybody is talking to you about the Met Gala, and I thought maybe the girls want to hear something different. I watched Mickey 17 this weekend. Low-key, I did watch it, the pirated version, only because it is literally 16 pounds. Anyways, I thought the movie was great, and I am quite shocked it didn't do well. I guess basically I read about it, and a lot of people, especially their team, did not put as much into the marketing of it, just because they thought that with the name, because the director was the same guy who made Parasite, and they thought that just with that name it'll do really good in box office, and it didn't. You know what, can I be honest, like Robert Pattinson, I think they could have done some crazier PR for the movie, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved that that they had Mark Ruffalo play like a Trump-esque annoying character, it actually did kind of give me anxiety because I was like, wow, this is actually what's going down in the White House low-key right now. I do say support Mickey 17. It was a phenomenal movie, and I think they should have had Robert Pattinson like going to influencers' homes, like showing up at people's doors, like how Ian Somerhalder does for his energy packet company. That would have gone down well. Next up, we are listening to Alice by the Vista Kicks. I wanted to talk about, now this is just insane. Like, I know that all of the warriors come for me when I start talking about Timothy and Kylie, and they're all like, oh, you're so useless, you know, nobody cares about this. Cannot believe that basically Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner were courtside at a basketball game, and 3 rows above them was his ex, Lily Rose Depp. Now, here's the thing. First of all, when celebrities are at a game, they are constantly on the big screen, whatever it's called. Imagine you're on a date with your boyfriend, from Kylie's perspective, and you are seeing his ex that a huge part of the internet still ships him with. Second of all, when Lily Rose Depp was on the screen, now I would be looking at my boyfriend's reaction like, okay, your ex on the big screen, what now? So that's just crazy. That entire seating arrangement happened. I'm sorry. I think I'd walk out, but then also you want to have a brave face. So I think Lily Rose Depp is strong. I think Timothy is strong. I think Kylie is strong, because that's an awkward situation. Like, you can be like, oh, but they're adults, they're over it, but that's going to be an awkward situation no matter what. And especially because the internet is so influential in people's real lives, whether you like it or not. And the internet is always still asking like them about each other. Next up, we are listening to My Favorite Girl Loves Reading by Foxtide, which is genuinely my favorite song. It has become my most played over the past few weeks. Take a listen. That was My Favorite Girl Loves Reading. Sometimes celebrities genuinely scare me because I'm like, what gave you the motive to disclose this? Like, y'all know you don't have to tell us everything, because Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton made a statement that the key to having a successful relationship is having a third party. Now, why would Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton come out here and say something like that to us? Like, it is hilarious, obviously. It did give me a good laugh, but that was not her motive. Like, maybe her motive was looking for a new third party. Like, was she trying to get all the girls and the gays to clock in, to fight for the third party? Like, what is going on? I'm speechless. You know, I'm speechless because it's Blake Shelton. Like, I think of him as like, oh, like the local grandpa. Next up, we're listening to Crocodile Rock by Elton John. That was Crocodile Rock by Elton John, one of my favorite songs, I think, of the week. Next up, we are playing Supercut by Lorde. And I just wanted to do a little reminder, because I have a lot of people requesting music. If you want to request a very specific song or your own song or whatever it is, your girl is always supporting local artists, local businesses. Do not worry. Just join my Instagram broadcast channel so you can request music whenever you want. Anyways, next up, we are listening to Supercut by Lorde. And we're back. We're gonna spill the tea. In your car, the radio up. In your car, the radio up. That was Supercut by Lorde. And next up, can I just hear everybody talk about Thunderbolts? Because here's the thing, and not to be a hater, but from the advertising of Thunderbolts, I thought it was gonna be the biggest flop in the world. Like, I was like, like Marvel's or Avengers, they're really trying to like be something they're not. Like, I personally thought it was gonna be cringy, and then see every single review saying it's amazing. And now I actually really want to watch it, just because I do feel like the trailer was kind of cheesy. Like, it was giving millennial humor. Is that just me? But now at their premiere, they had a sign that said Thunderbolts, and Florence Pugh ripped it off and it said The New Avengers, which now I'm like, is Marvel trying to reignite their flame? Because I heard that Marvel's fame is going down. They are losing money at the moment. They're not doing as well as they used to. So maybe this is their chance. Maybe this is their motive. And on this topic, because we don't have much time left, I do want to talk about Trump's 100% tariff tax threat on the movie industry. So basically, Trump has claimed that any movie not filmed and made in the US will be taxed 100%. Are you kidding me right now? I thought movie theater tickets are already too expensive. Like, they just keep raising those prices, and now you're telling me Trump is gonna put 100% tariff. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Like, for example, they literally filmed the Minecraft movie in New Zealand. I also feel like this is like such a pivotal moment in the way that Trump is so pro-America that it turns into hatred for other countries. And we already know this. That is not premonition. We already know this, but the fact that it is even like his hatred runs so deep that he is literally banning filmmakers from going to other countries and making films, which also like creates kind of this like propaganda cycle. And like when I think about it, like that means we won't be seeing films made in Tokyo, you know, we won't be seeing films filmed in India. That gives us a very limited world that we are viewing through our TV screens, through our movie screens. And so I just think like his superiority complex to America and his hatred towards other countries, those are two very different things. And I think they are both like at a peak, which is terrifying. I'm such a movie watcher, I love it. Next up, we're listening to Popular Song by Ariana Grande. That was Popular Song by Mika and Ariana Grande. I just wanted to say thank you so much for listening to this week of Culture and Chaos. It went by so fast. That's what happens when you're having a good time. Girl, did they have a good time at the Met Gala last night, which made us have a good time today, this morning. Always remember, if you want to request music, join my Instagram broadcast channel. If you want any updates on the show, join my Instagram broadcast channel, or just follow my Instagram video episodes. They're all uploaded to my YouTube podcast style. And yeah, I hope you have the best day ever. I love you guys so much. For our very last song, we are playing The Chain by Fleetwood Mac.